What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and this is another episode in the Matty Clashing With series. And yes, the clan name is YodasGreenWang. Must say, awesome clan to work with and to be part of. It was had a real ball chilling here with the guys. The atmosphere was great. Everyone was chilled, but focused on 3-starring. The Tunnel 9 performance was spot on. It was just the atmosphere I like to be involved in, to be honest. Everyone was bouncing ideas off me, and there were a couple of people leading or advising the Tunnel 9s as to what to do. Same with the 8s and lower. And I'd say that everything falls in line with our sort of ethos of the 3-starring, of what sort of attacks to be doing. And a lot of the front guys keep up with the YouTubers as well to find what strats are on the market at the moment, what's good, which is refreshing. There are a couple of shout-outs I could do, but I mean, in particular, I had a good chat with Jesus and just in time. I think he sits a little bit lower in cups. Find him in a second. There he is, level 130. And yeah, obviously he's doing a huge donation run on the clan. The war I was in, huge war, so 98 points in an available 105. And I think the target score for them, which is what the rules I set in, or not the rules I set, but the what we try to achieve is all Tunnel 9s and below 3-starred, all Tunnel 10s 2-starred. And with that, there were 6 Tunnel 10s, meaning the target score was a 99. So there was one Tunnel 9 they missed, which was the number 10. Which, yeah, it's just a little bit unfortunate. So great war, they know their stuff. This is a clan from Tunnel 6 up to Tunnel 10, I think it is. I think their lowest in the current roster, let's have a little scout, was very new. Look at that little Tunnel 6. But yeah, all the way up to to pretty strong Tunnel 10s as well, which was nice. We'll have a quick look at Seaman. Where are you? Because he is the leader. Had a good chat with Seaman as well, talking about strategies and that sort of stuff. Very active leader, which is nice to see. And you can see he's got his 40-40, which is good because I suppose Tunnel 7s and 8s get exposure to the Tunnel 9s and 10s attacks, which they wouldn't do if they were sat in, well, they wouldn't be sat in EE. That's the point. So yeah, really glad to be part of the war with the guys. I got 1 3-star, 1 fail. Both were done live attacks, so I won't be showing my attacks in this recap. They will be on my live series, which is good. But let's start with Queen on number 24. A Tunnel 8 on Tunnel 8, using the Dragloon strategy. Dragloon's pretty straightforward, particularly she can use 2 lightnings and an earthquake, which is nice, and then get a free rage spell as well. So she's going to take down an exposed air defense. She's going to try and funnel in the dragons. You can see down there's the earthquake and the lightning on it to take it down. It's now gone. 2 air defenses to deal with, and then pumping in some loons as well. Probably going to have CC loons, I would have thought. That's what I would have done. Yeah, there you go. And then it's just going to if she puts the rage between the two air defenses, that'll make life a little bit easier. Push the loons through them. That would be my idea. Let's have a look. Just going to speed through. There you go. Look, nice rage straight between the 2 air defenses. Both down now. The loons and dragons are going to push through the rest of the base. So base is wrecked. Dragons still effective on lower Tunnel 8s, and when Tunnel 8's getting sort of max level, it gets a little bit more difficult, but the addition of the new spell in the form of an earthquake to take down an air defense is helpful. I'd still advise Hogs every day though as a Tunnel 8, because Hogs seem to, well, they're just so effective even at the Tunnel 8 level. And you can see here, this guy's able to bring 31 Hogs. Got to pull the CC to start with. You always need to take down the CC. That didn't quite work though. There they go. Some Hogs in to take down the cannon. Whether they're going to get it done or not, we're going to see in a second. Looks like they will just about. Oh, just about not. Archer to pull. Going to pull them out, look. Use a poison on the CC. Get the loon down. A couple of wizards and archers to help finish them off. He's got 26 Hogs to go in. Is it a single train? Yeah, basically 1 train. Doesn't look like there are any double giant bomb threats, so he's able just to keep them essentially healed the way through. And you can see how relatively easily you can just trash the base, kill finish on the king, wizards to clean up, boom, raid is over again. Nice, easy 3-star. Love shot. Unfortunately, the lower attacks, tunnel 7s and stuff, it's just people dragging each other. It's not really, you know, it's mindless. It's not mindless, but you just need to lightning an AD and take down the dragons. Sorry, use dragons on the rest. Oh, 13's me. Don't need to see that because I've done a live video on it. Number 12. Let's have a look. This is 0. Let's see his attack using a go-weaver. No back-end loons or hogs. Now normally, now if Zero's watching this video, that'd be good. I would have said this is the sort of raid where you might want to consider a few back-end hogs. Now the air defences, they're clearly exposed on the outer layer, so back-end loons would be a bad idea, but they can add real value, and you'll see that on my video. Actually, I ended up doing like a go-varho with a front-end golems, valks and back-end hog riders just to finish up the defences. So can add a lot of value. Obviously a huge core with a lot of DPS in there. Just means you could have done a few targeted hog riders just to help finish that base. Instead of that back-end jump spell, you'd have just had a back-end heal spell to help. And I think it's a lot safer that way. So it's what I would advise, but it's always nice to see Valkyries put to use, and 12 max Valks in a base are going to cause some serious damage. And you can see here they are tearing through. There is a couple of compartments they're going to struggle with, particularly the bottom one. But the wizards were taking the defences down there. But they're going up through the north. We can see I think it's going to be a bit of brute force as to getting through. And this is what I mean. Look, a few back-end hogs here with a heal spell would have just made that job so much easier. Whereas you're not reliant on the golems cleaning up and then back-end single Valk and wizard. So you could have just made the raid a bit smoother. So that's what I would say on that one. Just to add a little bit of advice, even though no one asked for it. People were quite forward in asking me tips and stuff on raids, attacks, and that sort of thing, which was nice. It was good to be involved and help and offer my wisdom if I have got any. This is actually a raid I failed on, so it's interesting to see what he does. I tried an Archer Queen Walk. I basically failed on time, which, yeah, you know, I should have known better. I did have a level 19 queen. The guy doesn't even have a king, so he's completely put me to shame. Juan's completely put me to shame. Going in kingless, just doing a pretty straightforward shattered goho, using surgical deployment. I think he might have got a little bit of inspiration that from me. What he should have done though, which he hasn't done, is send a single hog to trip the double giant bomb set, which is next to the wizard tower here. So should have started the raid with that. Taking that from my raid, but doesn't matter. Looks like he's not going to hit the hog pathing. Doesn't even warrant them to do a double trip anyway, which is, yeah, just a really bad base design, to be honest. Queen's in a good position. She's going to help get down the Teslas. Once they go down, that adds a lot of damage per second off the base, so she's hitting the second one now. Here you could really do with her taking that final Tesla down, which she is. Hog's moving through to the right, to the back end. Oh, the wife's calling, but she is declined. Just to finish the video, and there you go, Hog's on the final. Got a few clean-up wizards as well. All the usual rules were followed. I love the fact that he was kingless and was still able to get the job done, even on a raid that I failed with, where my queen's level 19. So I just tried to take a bit of a different approach. Simple is better in this case. Moving on up, number 8 is by Justin. Let's have a look. We did talk about this one. I think he did a go varho. So with a AQ walk. So queen is I think he actually wanted the queen to go north and then meet in his Valks and Golem. So that was the plan. Push the queen north, get her to that cannon pretty much at 3 o'clock, break into the base. He's using a single hog here to get the CC pull. Now, I think what happens was, in the process of getting the CC pull, the queen sort of started having plans of her own, and she ended up rooting back, basically. Nice use of the poison, you'll see here. So the raid did go not the way he expected. Watch what happens now. The queen pulls back down. I don't know if the CC kill interrupted, but when she takes down that barracks, this is the moment of truth. Now, if that lower barracks would have gone down, I think she would have ended up pushing north. But you can see here, that's it. She's gone. But he sends in the golem anyway. A couple of wizards as funnel, which is perfectly placed. And this is the Justin guy that I I was telling you about. You'll see he does a break-in a second. Let's see if he drops one wall breaker test first. Perfect. Sees that he can break through. Could have got away with 3 wall breakers, 1 as test and 2 because there was a skull wall there which would allow him to break in. And now he's just funneling in Valkyries. Raging the Valkyries. Going to jump heal them in as well, and now he's going to be able to get away with hogging the rest of the base. So the queen is carrying on moving around. She's taking the king down, which she's just done. She's going to start moving up, taking the point defense down at sort of 9 o'clock. And all he needs to do now, a giant in, a couple of hogs in, planted on the spare defences, and just watch. The queen's carrying on moving up towards 9 o'clock. He has dropped the cannon there, but it was a second too late. That heal spell is just going to keep the Hog Riders alive, and just a few more right at the back end. He needs to break through to the core now. Sorry about this. Break through to the core, which the Hogs are doing. The kill squad are there, still distracting. Hogs are going to go and reinforce that, and he's going to have a couple of wizards to clean up. King ability is still there. Perfect. So very nice raid. I'm glad I was able to offer a little bit of... I suggested adding the Valks in, and you can tell Valks just add a nice element to the raid. It keeps them... They do huge damage per second. They've got more HP than Giants. Didn't even realise that. Let's have a look at Jesus. Jesus is raid. Which, again, I think me and Jesus spoke about this one as well. And he was going to do an Archqueen walk. Basically heading towards the bottom. And there's a lot of point defense down the bottom side. So what he was actually planning to do, a nice use of the rage ability by the way to help the queen deal with the enemy queen and the point defense and the expo that are there, because she's going to be regaining health, but she's going to move south, and then what he's going to do is reinforce a couple of golems down there, some wizards as well, just to essentially distract while the queen goes in and does her thing. Now there are a couple of Teslas. You can see the queen's, I think the poison was a little bit late, but the queen's in a good spot. He's going to keep her going forwards. She's going to keep taking point defense down. You can see the Hog Riders coming in, dropping a few just surgically in at the top there, and watch what happens. I think he is going to use a freeze, not freeze, heal spell to keep them alive. Look how many there are. They're going to come in right through the top middle side of the base. He's still got 7 left in his camp, and look, just sprinkling them round to finish up the defences. And because that Arch Queen has added such value, she's basically sat on full HP. The Hogs are just going to come in, clean up. A lot of the giant bombs have been tripped, and he just steamrolled the base. Beautiful raid, lovely to see. As always, we love watching a base get trashed. Yes, it was a silly design, particularly with leaving huge chunks of the base open. You could have even got away with Valkyries in this one to go and sort of bolt in towards the all the open defences, but you wouldn't have been able to really control which way they went, so it would have been a little bit risky. Moving up to number 4 now, we've got an attack by Fassin. Let's have a look. With 6 golems, by the look of it, 21 wizards, so it's a go-wiz. It's just going to break in the golems at a different point and basically funnel the heroes in towards the town hall. Box spaces, it's probably one of the better strategies to use against them, although they are obviously subject to potentially getting 3-starred as well. 3 golems either side, bunch of wizards behind as well, probably going to break the heroes in down the middle point. I would have thought, oh no, send him in the north entry point, and he's going to use the 3rd jump towards the town hall. And he's got a freeze spell as well to probably just help minimise the core damage, I would have thought. Maybe try and freeze some of the dragons and loons in the process, is he? Got the loons, you can see there. Kept him back a bit. Unfortunately, a giant bomb took down quite a few wizards then. Queen's taking down the CC now. She is getting targeted by the dragon though, so he's going to need to pop her ability soon. There it goes, look. She's taking down the loon. The king's on the town hall, essentially, but he's going to take down the enemy king. Queen is now on the town hall, and it is going to go down, and he's going to get the 2-star. So ended up being a nice raid. Got a few archers left. We don't need to see this raid right through to the end. Manages to rack up the percentage now though with the extra golems and archers. Getting close to 70% actually, which is nice. There you go, 70%. What did he actually finish on? 71. Good man. Now let's watch a couple of more Town Hall 10 raids. We've got A-Man, which is a go-wiz again. It just seems to be this strategy, almost like become the go-to strategy for Town Hall 10 now. I'm going to speed it up because it's pretty straightforward in terms of a raid, so there's not too much of anything complicated going on. Just reinforcing the golems in, getting the wizards going in behind the second layer, jumping into the town hall, and then getting the heroes going in as well. The idea, the heroes to go towards the town hall, or a rage spell free spell to help stop the core doing so much damage. Rage spell to help the everything take down the core. King's right on the town hall now, but there are some wizards there. The queen's getting into a good spot, but she's running around. Doesn't matter. He's got the threes. He's got the first star. Second star's coming soon. A couple of minions down. He's racked up the percentage. Got to 50%. It doesn't matter. Raid is over. He is happy. He's getting out of the good attack. And then finally Seaman. Let's have a little look. This one is a go wipe. Sorry, I had to check. I thought someone was home then. Sending in golems towards the north side. Extra golem in the CC. Wall breaking in the first day. He's got 3 free spells. Very interesting. I'm presuming he's using that to target the single target Inferno Tower. Because that can just melt golems quite quickly. So a little bit of a different approach. Obviously breaking in the troops through the first layer. You can see that the Inferno Tower has started guiding on. Unfortunately, I think it looks like a wall breaker fail that's just happened. Oh no, they're through. There's the jump spell look, and I assume we're going to see some freezing action very soon. King's gone full retard, and he's just running around the outside, being absolutely no use to anybody. I'm wondering where he's going to use the freeze. Another freeze, almost in the same spot now. Queen's in a perfect position. The golems are going into the core look. Queen's taking down an expo. He's going to use the third freeze spell as well, right on the Inferno. So the Infernos have essentially been non-existent in this raid. The King's finally broken through, using a little wizard to reinforce, which was quite clever there to help take down those buildings while the King's getting shot. Just a bit of clever use. Queen's on the town hall. She's going to get that down. He's got the ability in his back pocket as well. She's getting targeted now. Needs to pop the ability. Come on, boy. Yeah. There's the percentage he needed. Just ripped out some buildings from the core there. Got a few wall breakers for the back end, but job's done essentially. Doesn't need to worry anymore. Wonder if he's going to get... I'd have used the wall breakers by that camp there to try and finish it off. What's left? Am I missing something? Oh, I think a couple of archers. They ended up dying. So, yeah. It was a really fun experience for me in terms of a war. Really happy to come and war with these guys. It's definitely a clan I'd recommend. If you're in like the Town of 7 or 8 range, don't be afraid to come and join these guys, because they're Town of 9s and 10s know what they're doing, and they seem very positive and willing to help. So great experience for me in terms of a clan to come and visit. Definitely one I'd put on the recommended list to come and check out. And yeah, I can't thank the guys enough for being very hospitable and getting me involved in a nice fun war. Look out for the replay, my attacks on the live videos that I do. I think I attack number... Which one numbers was it? Let's have a look. Oh, I got 3-starred in the end. No! Quite a few people tried to 3-star. I'm not going to show my base on here, because it'll make it easier for the next clans I visit. Yeah, I got my 80% there, look, but the 3-star before. It took them a few attempts to get my base though. You can see right near the start of the war, I got 92%, and then I got another, is it a 60% or something? Pretty sure it was. Can't remember. A lot of these guys did pretty solid attacks first hits as well, which is nice. But yeah. All round, great war clan. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.